It's Real Talk Sports. I'm Valencia King. Shout out to our NBA Finals Game 1 sponsor, Tommy Raps. I got his pin right here, and I'll be definitely sure to show y'all the Fire sticker pack so you can get your hands on that as well. And his music will be linked down below. The bars go absolutely crazy, and I don't even got a lie to kick it. We appreciate your support right here on Real Talk Sports. Tommy Raps, Valencia King. A lot of action still happening on the court after OKC falls in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Hello, everyone. I am Valencia King, and this is Real Talk Sports. We've been over and caught up with the Pacers first. Now, if you're familiar, Rick Carlisle used to coach who? The Dallas Mavericks. Real Talk Sports is no stranger to Mavs. Here's the selfie to prove it, okay? Me and Rick go back like both flats on a Cadillac. Is that the saying? Anyway, so Rick Carlisle, no matter his temperament, he definitely has a personality. So I appreciated him being honest with my question about his coaching energy. And flat out, he said his energy is perfectly fine.
Hey Rick, Valencia King, Real Talk Sports, appreciate your time. One of the pillars you've said this team is built on is tenacity. From a coach's perspective, does it rejuvenate your coaching energy when you see this team continue to be resilient night in and night out?
My coaching energy's fine. But look, it's a group I love. It's a group that we've invested a lot in. How we were going to draft, who we were going to draft, development. This year especially is a year that I'm proud of from a coaching perspective because, not only did we win enough games to, get into the top four, but we're still developing players, Walker played 11 or 1,200 minutes. Mathurin played over 2,000, started 48 games. And look, Oklahoma City's doing it before everybody's eyes. They've been a development machine here over the last 5 years since Mark's been the coach. So, from those perspectives, this series is it has a lot of intrigue and should for the fans.
Thanks, Myles. Sits back there. What you got?
Oh, hey, Valencia King, Real Talk Sports, appreciate your time. So you've mentioned your confidence and you mentioned the defense on this team, and I won't take you back too far, but do you remember when you fell in love with being a defensive player because we've seen it throughout your whole career?
Yeah, man, my pops, he always told me that's what you're gonna be able to make your bread and butter on. It's just he saw an elite timing. Back when I played YMCA basketball, they give you like those wristbands. You have to be with someone. What the other team would do is have their kids stand at half court, so I had to stand with him, and it used to frustrate the hell out of me. But from that moment on, he was like, "Yo, listen, man, this is what you're gonna make your mark off of." And time. I think shot blocking is it's something that's it's innate, it's given. I don't think you can really learn it. It's just either you have it or you don't. So. Yeah, I think I really fell in love with defense really back in the YMCA days, just to seeing how much of an imprint I was leaving on the game. And, my dad just spoke a lot into existence.
Actually, we're going to take a pause real quick and shout out Myles Turner again because here's the thing. If you don't know the behind the scenes of how the press room goes, you have to raise your hand. There is a lot of plethora of people in the room, and you hope that they call on you in the order that you raise your hand, and sometimes that doesn't always happen. But I had my hand up, Myles saw it, and even when he wrapped up, he said, "Hey, sis, what you got in the back?" And I definitely appreciate that because if you remember, Real Talk Sports covered his camp just a couple of summers ago along with Merrick. Shout out to the shooter, Merrick. So make sure you guys keep it locked for Myles Turner throughout this series. Let's go ahead and jump over to the OKC side where Shea says they've been in this situation before. They lost Game 1 against Denver, and they came out the better team.
Yeah, I think as much as we can, we just got to treat it like every other game. Every other situation we've been in. Yes, we haven't been in this situation, but it doesn't mean our character has to change or what we did last time. It's still basketball. It's still the game of basketball that we grew up playing. The rules don't change just because we're in the finals. So it's like we've been in this situation before. In the other situation, we handled it well. We were better for Game 2, and that's the goal.
Right behind me is Alex Caruso of OKC. Now, if you were paying attention in Real Talk Sports coverage of that Denver series, I talked to him about his veteran voice and how he helps out this team. Well, after losing Game 1 in the NBA Finals, will he need to be leaning on that voice a little bit more, or does the team already know the united message? Check it out.
Valencia King, Real Talk Sports. Alex, I've spoken to you about your veteran voice before. In moments like this, do you lean on that a little bit more, or as a team, are you guys already united with the message going forward?
Yeah, we referenced it earlier. The Denver series, Game 1, is eerily similar to this, so we have at least a little bit of experience to go off of. But yeah, my message will be the same. It'll change a little bit, but it's recover, get ready for Game 2. But at the same time, it's all the stuff we've talked about. It's worth one. It's the first of 4. They're a good team that's right there in the finals. We're a good team that's right there in the finals. We got to be just a little bit better.
So let's go ahead and preview game number 2. We already know OKC, they want to get it back. I'm not going to say they want to get it back in blood, but it's finals, so like maybe they do. They definitely have to defend the rest of their home court advantage. Indiana Pacers did what they were supposed to do, steal a game on the road. So they are sitting in a good position. What is it going to actually come down to? Free throws, getting better points in the paint, boxing out. The defense was strong, but when we say put together a full 48 minutes, this is an example of what we mean. Game 1 in the Denver series, OKC lost in the last 9 seconds. Tonight, they last in the last 5 or so. So they've got to play a full 48 minutes. I know it's easier said than done, but you have to play on both ends of the floor and know what the common goal is and stay locked in throughout the entire game. Real Talk Sports will be in the building again on Sunday, so make sure you guys keep it locked. Post, comment, share, subscribe, all of the things, and we'll see you guys on Sunday. Got to give a big shout out to our sponsors here for Real Talk Sports covering the NBA Finals, Higher Effect and I Got You Media. Listen, tap in with both of these companies. HR needs, graphic design needs, they've got you covered. Links will be down below. Shout out, and we appreciate the support.